Hi everyone, it's Dawn. I hope you're doing okay and keeping well and having a nice Tuesday so far. I thought to try something different. I've been thinking about it the past few days and I thought I'd give it a go. My partner and I are really into vintage horror, vintage thriller films, movies, and I thought I'm going to try and do a video once a month dedicated to vintage horror and thriller films in our collection, and like a show and tell style video, and I'm going to call it the Vault of Chills and Thrills. So yeah, I thought I'd just try it today and give it a go and maybe do this once a month. Just a break from bookish things and bookish content and all such, and just basically another hobby that I enjoy, which is watching again horror films, thriller films from the 70s and 80s, well 50s, 60s, 70s and 80s, but mostly concentrated on the 70s and 80s. I'm going to introduce little lady Fuchsia, and she's a little beady spider that my friend Jadis made me. And she's quite beautiful. I mean, I'm sorry if you have a fear of spiders. To be honest, I have a fear of spiders. Me and spiders aren't the greatest of friends, but I can appreciate, what they do for us. I do apologise about any background noise you might hear. I have got the window open at the moment. It's quite warm here in the UK at present, so I've got the window open. Got the tea time traffic just about to start, and you might hear some hairstyle background noise as well, so apologies in advance about that. But again, I've got off tangent. But yeah, she was made by my friend Jadis, and her name is Lady Fuchsia, in honour of Lady Fuchsia from Gormenghast, and she's quite beautiful. Again, I do apologise if you have a fear of spiders. I'm not the greatest fan of them, I'm not, but like I just said, I can appreciate what they do for us, and they're a part of our world, we're a part of their world, and that's it. But I do like, a spider or a arachnid, nicks and knacks, if you like, and that's her. She has got a sister over there. Her name is Lady Ariadne, and I'll show you Lady Ariadne in another video. But that's Lady Fuchsia, and she's quite beautiful and she's quite friendly. And I thought I'd introduce her for her to say hello. So that's her. Yes, I have got a habit of naming different crochet items and beaded items. My friend Jadis has made me, and which I'll show you them in another video one of the days. I think everything has to have a name, doesn't they, in regards to well, everything needs to have a name, and that's hers, Lady Fuchsia. Anyway, back to the video. No, I've waffled on yet again. So yes, I'm going to start off in this first video of Balls of Chills and Thrills, Psychomania. I'll give you a synopsis of what the film's about. Upon discovering a dark family secret, Tom Nathan, in brackets Nicky Henson, the leader of Hellraiser team motorcycle gang, the Living Dead, decides to take drastic measures to ensure his gang's superiority. Through his devil-worshipping mother, Beryl Reed, Tom makes a pact with Satan to ascertain the secret of immortality. Using this information, he encourages his fellow riders to end their lives, safe in the knowledge that they'll soon return from the dead to invulnerably terrorise the locals. Packed with Gothic tropes, black humour and eccentric performances, including George Sanders' final screen role, Psychomania is a cult horror classic brimming with exciting action and fantastical mayhem. And it's a film by Don Sharp, a Psychomania. Now, I love this film. From the first time I saw it, I've loved it ever since, and I've watched it time and time again. But I'll be honest with you, for the life of me, I can't understand why I love it as much as I do, because it is a typical bonkers film, a British bonkers horror film. It doesn't make sense. I mean, the story just does not make sense, and like the back of the cover just said, it's basically about Tom, and he is the leader of a Hell's Angels type gang, if you like, who they go around causing mischief, if you like. And so they kind of make a pact to unalive themselves and to be brought back from their unalive state to be immortal Hell's Angels, if you like, immortal immortal riders, immortal Hell's Angels, and just cause havoc in this, in this town sort of thing. And he he's the leader of this gang. He's the leader of this gang, and he finds out that the secrets in his family, and in particular with his mother, if you like, and to do with, like, Satan worship, and in regards to do with this allegiance and how can I describe it? In allegiance and in obedience to this frog god, if you like. It's basically his family or his mom. We don't know much about his dad, but we can guess. I mean, they is from sort of it's like satanic parentage, if you like. But yes, in allegiance to this frog, toad, god, as you'll see in this film. And when I say it's bonkers Britain film, it is. It's a film that doesn't make sense, I'll be honest with you. But it's bad for all the good reasons. I can't explain why. I have watched this over and over again, and even now I can't explain why I enjoy it as much as I do, because none of it makes, you can't fathom it out. I mean, it's that surreal and off the wall. You can't, it's a film to watch, to see, to be believed, if you like. And I'll be honest with you, for as weird as this film is, it's very well acted. I mean, you've got the late great Nicky Henson, who plays Tom, the late great Beryl Reid, who plays his mother, and you have like George Sanders, who plays the household butler, if you like. I mean, he's in on it as well. George Saunders' character, he's in with the family secrets as well, if you like. That he's got like a dark aura to him, to who he is and what he does. But it's well acted. It's a strange, odd film, and it has got its classic moments in it. It's not a scary film. It's more of a supernatural tale than horror to me. But it's just got a draw to it. When I watch it, I just enjoy it. I just can't put my finger on the reason why I enjoy it as much as I do. I'll be honest, if I was a teenager in the 70s, so when this film came out, 1973, I probably would have had a poster of Nicky Henson on my bedroom wall, because I'll be honest, he does look nice. He does look nice in this film, and he was a great actor. I've seen Nicky Henson in a couple of things. He was just lovely, a lovely man. And yeah, so if I was a teenager back in the day, back in the 70s, and this film came out, I probably would have had a poster of him on my wall. but yeah, it's just a strange, odd, yet enjoyable film. And when you've watched it, you'll be thinking, what the hell have I just seen? Because none of it made sense. But it was one of them films, when I first watched it, that it's that off the wall that I'm looking forward to watching it again, just so I could try and fathom out what the hell's going on, And like, I've had this film for quite some time now, and I'll be honest, for all the times I've watched it, even now, I can't say what this film's about. It's one of them films, again, you need to watch to for it to be believed. But again, it's enjoyable, and it's great, and it's the best of British, to be honest. For strange and surreal movies, and fabulous for all the unfathomable reasons, then give Psychomania a try. Even if it's just one time, to say you've seen it, because it really is bonkers and brilliant and bizarre. A star rating for me, honestly, for all its weirdness and strangeness and what the hell's, 5 out of 5. 5 out of 5, because it's just a great fun time film. And even though you're left scratching your head at the end of it, you're like, what? It's enjoyable. I love it. I think it's great. Next up, what we're watching at the moment, me and my partner, Paul, from Nooks and Books on YouTube. We're currently watching or having a movie marathon of Hellraiser, the Hellraiser films. So this is a box set, or little box set what we have with the first 4 films in, I think. Yeah, the first 4 films. So that's that. And we're currently watching, we watched Hellraiser 1 and Hellraiser 2. Yeah, Hellraiser. We watched those the other night on my night off. And it's been a while since I watched them. And I really enjoyed them. I forgot how... You know, again, it doesn't matter how many times I watch the first film of this Hellraiser. It still has its creepy moments. It still has its... you know... icicles down the spine, disgusting moments. And I have watched many disturbing films. I've watched quite a few. But that being said, the first one, Hellraiser, oh my goodness, just a classic. I mean, what an introduction, what an introduction to the Hell Priest, and obviously the Cenobites, and a classic horror film, classic Barker, horror icon and horror icons with the Hell Priest, aka Pinhead, and his Cenobites. I always enjoy it. I always enjoy watching Hellraiser, although it's terrifying, and I definitely think it has stood the test of time, even today. So yes, we are doing a Hellraiser marathon at the moment, movie marathon. So the other night we watched again Hellraiser and Hellbound Hellraiser, and I dare say tonight we will watch Hell on Earth. And I'm not sure if we'll watch Bloodline tonight, but we will watch Hell on Earth, and then we'll watch the other films. I think there's 10, 12, something like that. That not including the latest one as well, which I thought was fantastic. The latest, or the the reboot version of Hellraiser. Oh, that's fantastic. I really enjoyed that. A little bit wary at first when I first went into watching it, because obviously to me Doug Bradley is the Hell Priest, but I've got to be honest, Jamie Clayton did a fantastic job as the new Hell Priest, and they look beautiful, the costume, the look, even down to the shininess of the pins, how they glistened, how when the light caught them. Just beautiful, absolutely beautiful, and just blew me away. A great successor to the fantastic Doug Bradley. There's no two ways about it. She pulled that character out that bag. She did a great job. Really enjoyed it. Fantastic. And as I said, it looked absolutely beautiful and well acted throughout. As a new reboot goers, and a new version, and a new a new story within or a part of the Hellraiser legacy, then the latest one of what's just been made, what was made a couple of years ago, just fantastic. Really, I mean, I've seen it 2 or 3 times now, and I just think it's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. And the house, about everything just tied in, and like, I thought it was clever how they included the house as part of the configuration as well. And just amazing. And the final scene, oh my goodness. I don't want to spoil anything in case you haven't seen it. For as controversial as the ending is, the final scene, and to me it is controversial. You know, if I can be honest, or a slight spoiler at the creation of the Cenobite, and I'm not saying no more than that. How awe-inspiring that was. I mean, I was just blown away. I'm like, right, first, what a finale, you know, a final scene of the film, and 2, I was like, wow. They went there, you know, Clive and everybody went there for his controversial setting, shall we say, what happens during this process. And I was shocked. I genuinely was shocked when the camera panned out in the final scene of the reboot of Hellraiser, and the camera panned out during the scene. I was shocked. But I thought, typical Clive Barker, fantastically done. And it's like I've always said, Mr. Barker, his films, his books, master of the macabre. There will never be another Clive Barker. I mean, he's just the master of the macabre. And just love him to bits. And that's that. And I'm looking forward to watching again, which is probably more, I don't know how many times I've seen them, but quite a few in it. I'm looking forward to Hell on Earth later on. And that's those. So I thought, you know, this will be a new thing for me to try, and maybe just once a month talk about, well, show and tell vintage films from, I say, like the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, but mostly concentrating on possibly the 60s, definitely the 70s and 80s. Once a month, show and tell style video, and just as I say, a break from bookish content and that, and that's it. So that's sorry, that's Psychomania. That's our movie marathon as things stand at the moment. The 3rd film of the Hellraiser series we'll be watching tonight. This film, just a classic madcap supernatural what the hell film. Pretty enjoyable as well, and I can't recommend it enough. Even if it's just a one-time watch, you know, I recommend it because I think it's great. It's one of my favourites. It's a guilty pleasure for all the right reasons. And Nicky Henson, oh, he was just handsome. He was a lovely man as well to boot. And that's it. That's it for today, and that's it for my first vault of chills and thrills, or thrills and chills. I haven't decided yet. The vintage vault of horror and terror. And all those good things, and a little introduction to Lady Fuchsia. And that's it. So, as always, thank you for watching. Take care, stay safe, happy viewing, and I'll see you all again in next month's Vault video. But I'll see you again soon in a bookish video. Thank you again for watching. Bye for now. Bye bye.